Okay. Your Honor, can you see real quick?
Is anybody here from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, can you hear me?
Oh, you just had it. Push that again.
Your Honor, it's Michelle Puig. I'm sorry, it says Frank Fuentes because I'm in the 398th. I had a hearing.
Okay, no problem. Right, good afternoon, everybody. Today is Monday, October the 28th. My name is Judge Esparza. We have some hearings scheduled this afternoon. The defendants are present in the courtroom. They were sworn in earlier. First case we're going to call is 4964-24-I, State of Texas versus Jesus de la Luz.
Yes, sir.
Speak English, sir?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and stand in the middle of the room there. I thought I saw Hector Bustos. There you are. Hector, good afternoon.
Good morning, Judge. Hector Bustos on behalf of the defendant, Judge, we filed this writ of individual. I believe his bond's $2,500 right now, Judge. We'd be asking for a PR bond in this case, if possible, Judge.
Your
I
Honor,
know.
we believe 2,500 is reasonable. He also has an immigration hold, Your Honor, a detainer on him.
Bro, Judge, we weren't aware of the detainer hold, Judge. Nonetheless, we'll go ahead and follow non-suit in this case, Judge.
Okay, now, Mr. De La Luz, there's an immigration hold on your case, sir, which means if you do make bond, your bond is currently set, I showed it $3,500, is that right? $3,500. If you do make bond, you will be released to immigration. They may or may not deport you, I don't know, but the case will stay pending. So if you do get deported, make sure you stay in contact with your attorney, because if you don't show up to your court date, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest. You understand that?
So what's the best option for me, like, to take right now?
That you need to discuss with your attorney. Right now, he's requesting that proceeding. I'm not gonna lower your bond. I think it is fairly low as it is, and because you have an immigration hold, plus based on prior history, I'll leave your bond as is. You can meet with your attorney at a later time to discuss what your options are, okay?
No, Mr.
You can meet.
Luz, you won't be getting a PR bond today, but nonetheless, I'll go to the county jail to talk to you in regards to, because you're facing a felony, and we'll discuss the possible options you have.
Okay, thank you.
All right, sir. May I be excused, Your Honor?
We'll go to, no, I think you have another one, Hector. Don't take off. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna call C 4767-24-L, State of Texas versus Patricia Mendez. You speak English?
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon,
Yes.
Your Honor. This is Ms. Mendes, Judge. I know that she's facing some serious charges out of the 430th, Judge. I believe she was picked up last weekend on if I'm correct, Judge, the possession of controlled substance. Is that correct, Ms. Mendes?
Yes.
Judge, and given her criminal history, Judge, we'd ask any type of reduction of bond will be acceptable for us, Judge. Whatever the court's inclined to do, Judge. She is an American citizen. She has she does have a criminal history, Judge, but she does have strong ties to the community, Judge. And I believe she was on AIP as well, Judge.
Okay, what says the state?
Your Honor, from our office, it's no reduction. She has 3 verifications of incarceration. We believe that the bond is reasonable based on the offense, Your Honor. We'll leave it in the discretion of the court.
Mendez, where do you live?
I live here in Palm Your Honor, but I have no prior
Okay, well, you do have some priors, I checked.
on the drug charge.
What's your address where you live?
6116 North Abram Road.
Is that where you receive the mail?
Yes, sir.
You have a job?
No, I have cancer. I stationary cancer.
Okay, I'm gonna reduce the bond. I'm gonna order that she be released to AIP officials, which means you're gonna be under house arrest, ma'am. Before you leave, AIP officials will come, they'll have you sign a contract. There's about 20 conditions and rules that you need to follow. Make sure you read it before you sign it, because I'm gonna hold you responsible to it. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Don't tell me no drugs, because you got arrested for drugs. Listen to me. Don't go anywhere. You're at home. If you need to go to the doctor, you need to call the AIP officials, tell them what your appointment is, where, and they'll give you permission. If you're not at the doctor, you're not at home when you're supposed to be, they're gonna notify me and you're gonna end up back in jail. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Bond will be reduced to $1,000 cash surety with AIP conditions.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, good luck to you, man.
May I be excused, Your Honor? Thank you.
Yes, sir, thank you. Next case we're gonna call is C 4973-24-A, State of Texas versus Jorge Hernandez. Speak English, Mr. Hernandez? Go ahead and come up to the front there. Veronica? Where you?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Right there's fine, sir. Good afternoon, Veronica. You may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. My client's charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram, state jail felony. The bond's currently set at $20,000 cash surety. He's unable to make that bond. We're asking for any consideration or reduction with any conditions the court would impose.
Your Honor, we can agree to a 10,000 cash surety.
And Your Honor, I don't believe that's low enough for my client to make the bond. Any further consideration or reduction would be requested at this time.
Mr. Hernandez, where do you live, sir? Who do you live with? How old are you?
24.
Huh?
Man, check.
Okay. Bond will be reduced. I'm gonna order, to get drug tested weekly, sir. Probation's gonna contact you to go in and get tested. You come back, first time you come back positive for drugs or alcohol, or you don't show up, I'm gonna put you back in jail. You understand? Also gonna release your AIP officials, which means you'll be under house arrest. Bond will be reduced to $1,000 cash surety. Good luck to you, sir. Anything else, Veronica?
No, that's all, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you. Have a good
Thank you.
afternoon.
You too.
Next case is C 4955-24-C, State of Texas versus Toby Hernandez. Speak English, Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, Judge.
Renee Reyes? It's your motion,
Judge.
sir. You may-
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Your Honor,
Go
if it
ahead,
helps
proceed.
support, Your Honor, he's before the grand jury on Tuesday of this week, if that helps support at all, Your Honor, on this writ.
On both of those charges?
Yes, Your Honor, I have a note that it's going to grand jury on Tuesday, just if it helps, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
Judge Esparza. Judge,
Yes, sir. You may proceed. We can hear you.
yeah, we appeared in the 370 30 days ago. And he was placed back on probation with the condition that he go to SATF. At the time, the prosecutor was going to release him on personal bonds with the condition that he be transferred to SATF. Talked to Ms. McCann this morning, that is still the game plan. I got a call from Melissa Rodriguez last week to get him a bonds on those 2 pending charges so he can go to SATF. The game plan was to put him in SATF. If he successfully completes the programs, they're going to dismiss these 2 felonies. And if they're not recommending personal bonds, then I would like to bring him back into the 370th as soon as possible. The bed is waiting for him at SATF.
Your Honor, and Ms. McCann didn't give me an indication of that, but if they can set it in the 370th, that'd be great, Your Honor, but I will tell the defense the cases are being presented tomorrow to the grand juries, but if we can put it on the 370th docket.
I saw that he was put on probation on September 11th for 5 years deferred. This incident appears to have taken place prior to him going to court on that case, which is a 2022 case, it looks like, for
Right.
theft.
I
didn't
showed
see
this
any
arrest
conditions
on August 23rd, Your Honor, or am I incorrect on that? On Friday, August 23rd? At approximately
Yes.
3:40 in the morning, yeah.
Yeah, and he was put on probation though on September 11th, a month later.
Yeah,
What I'll do, Mr. Reyes, if you want to have Ms. McCann maybe contact the state and, or send you an email, and copy the court. And
Okay.
if that's the agreement, because I don't think they'll take him to SATF.
Right, they won't
Um,
take them because they're open, they're pending.
Right, Your
And-
Honor.
And if they agree,
And
if
we
they're in
can't
agreement to
dismiss them
appeal.
before they're indicted, so that's why we rushed indictment. And it's,
No, and I'm not gonna,
okay,
I'm just gonna give him a PR bond, and if that's the agreement, and that he be released only to SATF officials, this
That
way
would
we
work.
guarantee that he won't. Yeah.
Right, that would
So
work.
if you can put something in an email, send a copy to the state and the court, and we'll take a look at it, and if she's not willing to do that, then we'll just send it back to the 370.
All right, we'll do that.
Thank you, Mr. Reyes. You
Thank you.
understand what's going on?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and have a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Reyes. Next case we're gonna call is. Just a minute. You wanna call these two guys? They're not here, Capello and Sessions. Let's see. C 4929-24-J, State of Texas versus Santiago Reina.
Good afternoon.
Stand up there, Mr. Right there's fine. Back again, sir. Very familiar. David, good
Yes, Judge.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, Judge.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. I'm requesting a bond reduction on Mr. Reyna's behalf. He has two bonds before your honor, one for violation of protective order, another for possession of controlled substance. Judge, I've been negotiating with Michelle Beltran in the prosecuting court. I was trying to get him into a mental health program, but just recently was informed that if he's more suitable for a review for a drug court or a drug program than a mental health program. He is diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, and he appears to be self-medicating with the drugs. Judge, I don't think that he's per se a bad person. I just think that these kinds of things seem to happen when he's using these substances. Your Honor, would ask he lives with his father. His father helps take care of him. I would ask Your Honor to consider reducing to $1,000 in each case, a cash surety bond.
Your Honor, the state's concern is he's got the mental issues, he's medicating with illicit drugs, Your Honor. But our biggest concern is a violation of the protective order, Your Honor. To protection of our victim, we believe actually the bonds are quite low, Your Honor. Therefore, we're not agreeing to any reduction. We'll leave it in discretion of the court, Your Honor.
Reina was here in February of this year. Came back in April, July, August. Here you are again, sir. You familiar with it? Do you have a copy of the complaint, David?
I do, Judge. I took a look at the affidavit. Yes, sir.
How old are you, Mr. Reina? Can't hear you.
3 years old.
20? You can leave you here if that's what you want. You keep coming back. You like this place or what? Keep coming back. You're not listening to any of the rules or conditions that I've placed on you in the past, which said no drugs, no alcohol, don't get arrested. You've come back 4 times already. He does make bond. I'm gonna order that he be released to AIP officials, which means they're gonna come over here, just like I told that other individual, they're gonna come here and have you sign a contract with all these conditions. You're under house arrest. Do you have a job? And you're at home. You don't go anywhere. You're at home all the time, unless you're coming to court or you're going to the doctors or you have an appointment somewhere and you ask them for permission. You just don't go. You ask them for permission and you tell them where you're going and they'll verify it. If they tell you no, then you don't go. That's plain. That's all the way it is. You understand? Mr. David, the only thing I'm gonna add is the AIP. Bonds are to me, relatively low also. It's only $9,000.
I
He's
understand.
made bond in the past. He made one at $20,000 not too long ago. He seems to have the funds available or somebody keeps bonding him out.
It's his father, Judge. His father he's a hardworking man. He calls me and texts me quite often, trying to help his son. That's why I was trying to get him into that mental health program. And unfortunately, they wouldn't consider that because of the drug use. So I'm trying to find a program to get him treated because clearly he has a problem.
He's not getting any type of treatment since at all right now.
No, Judge, not that I'm aware of.
Well, I'm gonna leave bonds as is. Maybe his father can make arrangements to find him treatment, and if they can, then you can come back to the court and let us know that he'll be attending something, and if he doesn't make bond, we can reconsider possibly reducing it, but he's not gonna be out there getting any type of help. I'm concerned that he's violating these protective orders. He was found in the closet in somebody's house upstairs, so bond will remain the same. If he does make bond, it'll be under AIP conditions.
Thank you, Judge.
Good luck to you, sir. Get the help that you need. Listen to your father.
Your Honor, that's all I have. May I be excused?
Sir, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Sergio Sanchez's office did respond. Capello's did.
Hey, Sergio, hang on just a minute. We'll call your case. C 4983-24-F, State of Texas versus Ruben Martinez. ¿No habla inglés, verdad, señor? Hang on, Sergio. Okay. He is Spanish speaking. I just ask that you go slowly.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Judge, he's got a bond of 15,015. The drug case, I'm appointed counsel to him. He's unable to make it. He's in custody for the record. We're just at the mercy of the court, Judge. Nonviolent situation.
Your Honor, we
Mistake.
can agree to reduce it to 3,000 cash and surety.
Judge, that definitely helps. Again, he is indigent. I'm gonna be, well, I'm appointed to him, and again, we're at the mercy of the court. That's fair of the state, Judge. We would ask the court to consider that.
All right, Mr. Martinez, where do you live?
En Edinburgh,
Who do you live with?
en Edinburgh, en la Alamo, en 5403,
Listen to my question. Who do you live with?
a solo,
Okay. Do you have a job?
ya, en la donde trabajo ahí en LHG de renta de baños, ahí vivo yo.
I'm showing it. How long have you lived there?
3 years.
How long have you lived in Hidalgo County?
Todo mi tiempo. 2 years. Yeah. 2 years.
I didn't see an ice hold on it, but his place of birth shows Mexico. Do you have status to be here in the United States?
Sí. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see an ice hold on it, but I was concerned about his place of birth. I'm gonna order weekly testing, Mr. Martinez. Probation's gonna contact you to get drug tested. First time you come back positive, you're gonna come back to jail, you understand? If you don't show up when they tell you to show up, you're gonna come back to jail, is that clear? Bond will be reduced to $1,500 cash surety. If you get out, contact your attorney and stay in contact with him, because you're gonna have to show up to court at a later date, do you understand that?
Yeah.
Anything else, Sergio?
No, Judge, thank you for recalling it, Your Honor.
No problem. Have a good afternoon.
Good day, sir.
Next case I'm gonna call is C 4896-24-J, State of Texas versus Eddie Reese. Speak English, Mr. Reese?
Yes, sir.
Sammy,
Good afternoon, Judge.
good afternoon. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Judge, I am requesting that the court consider reducing Mr. Ruiz's bonds. Judge, he is currently out on bond on a different charge, and his attorney, Joe Reyna, I've been in communication with him, and he's also assisting me. He's also logged in, observing this hearing. But Judge, he did pick up some new cases. He has had some problems with his significant other. I just wanted to bring to the court's attention, Your Honor, he did serve honorably in the military, and he was honorably discharged. He was also injured while he was on duty, and he's had some problems with that, Judge. But he does have children, United States citizen, never been to prison, never had any felony convictions. Your Honor, I was a court appointed on this matter. He has no money in the bank, and he's indigent. He's also had some medical issues that he tried to get addressed with the VA, with some polyps and some bleeding, digestive issues that he's been having as well, Your Honor. We're asking the court to consider reducing all of his bonds, Your Honor. He does have a nonviolent possession of drugs charge. We're asking for a PR bond, and we'd also ask for a PR bond on the DWI charge. We're asking that all of the other bonds be reduced to no more than $5,000 cash or surety per each of the other pending charges that he has, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I may, like Mr. Reyes said, he was out on bond, Your Honor, and picked up another offense. Therefore, he shows, Your Honor, that he is a threat to our community, Your Honor. He was out on bond and picked up this offense. Therefore, we can't agree to any reduction. We'll leave it in discretion of the court, Your Honor.
The evading arrest, misdemeanor, and the DWI, I believe the complaint has been filed on both of those already, correct? Yeah, the complaint's already been filed on both of those.
Understood,
Sandy,
Judge.
so I don't have those. What I have before me is evading arrest and detention in a vehicle, 2 assaults on a public police officer, possession of controlled substance, a violation of protective order, and ag assault with a deadly weapon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Reese, where do you live, sir?
I was living in 1507 with my wife, and then I had an apartment for the past 6 months. Right now, because of these charges, I'm having to leave my apartment, back to Mercedes, my mom's house, at 834 North Washington. So if and when I'm able to get out of here, I will be moving back to Mercedes. Hopefully in the future, I have my certification to teach. I want to go back to teaching, or hopefully get back in school for my master's.
There's a protective order in place, sir, which I believe the protected person is your ex-spouse.
And Your Honor, I was unaware of this.
You're not to go within 200 yards of her address or her place of employment, which is in, my understanding, the address is in Cherry Blossom Circle in Weslaco. You're not to go near that address, sir. Do not go back there. Do not drive by there. Do you understand me?
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe there's a family law matter related to this case. They have court-ordered visitation. I suggest you get a copy of that with your attorney and you review it before you make any attempts to contact your ex-spouse or your children, because you may violate some court orders that create further problems for yourself.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to order that if you do make bond, you be released to AIP officials. When they come to sign you up, they'll give you a contract. Like I told the other individuals, make sure you read it and don't just sign it. No weapons or ammunition in your home or the home you're staying, whether they belong to you or not. If you're going back to your mom's and she has weapons there, rifles, shotguns, bullets, they need to be taken out of the house before you go back to that house. If you go back there and they go check and those weapons are there, whether they're yours or not, that's a violation, because I'm telling you, that's a violation, and I'm gonna put you back in jail. Do you understand me?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your question?
So will the So the shotgun shells in my truck, was that?
I'm telling you, moving forward, that I'm gonna put you under AIP release. Those are one of the conditions moving forward. So if you have them in your truck, or if you have them in your home, you get rid of them. You understand me?
That's right.
Go put them in a storage, give them, tell them, store them at a friend's house, but I don't want them at your house. I don't want them at your mom's house, wherever you were staying or any vehicle you were driving around in. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. I had no idea. That was part of, I
I'm
think.
telling you that those are the conditions moving forward. Do you understand that now?
Yes, sir.
Also gonna order weekly UAs. You're gonna be going in to get drug tested. The first time you don't show up, you're coming back to jail. The first time you show up and you're positive for drugs or alcohol, you're coming back to jail. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
No contact with the victim or the victim's family unless you're following some order that was given in the family law matter. If it was allowed there, again, make contact with your attorney and you guys can address that together. What is allowed.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Bond on the evading charge with the vehicle will be reduced.
Thank you.
You work, sir?
I had to resign due to my health, my polyps. I had constant diarrhea and all I get now is my disability.
Bond on the evading charge will be reduced to $5,000 cash surety. Bond on the assault of police officers. There's 2 counts. Will be reduced to $10,000 cash surety each one. Bond on the POCS will be reduced to $2,000 PR. Bond on the protective order will be reduced to $2,500 cash surety. Bond on the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon will be reduced to $7,500 cash surety. All other conditions, AIP, and all other conditions. Anything else, Sammy?
Judge, that's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yeah, Michelle, anything else you want to add to that?
It was just very concerning that he was trying to tell the court about some shotgun shells, Judge. We just ask he stays completely away from the victim, or her work, her family, anywhere that she is. We're just concerned because he was trying to tell you about shotgun shells in his car, Your Honor, and I'm just very afraid that the victim will be hurt, Your Honor.
Do you have a shotgun in your vehicle?
Or
No,
shotgun
I'm sorry.
shells.
Good question. Do you have shotgun shells in your truck?
They were there from hunting, but no.
Okay, well, you need to get rid of them. If you're gonna be driving that vehicle, you need to get them out. Understand?
They're done.
And your shotgun, wherever it's at, go leave it at, tell somebody, your friend to pick it up, or tell somebody to pick it up
It's at
before.
her house.
Okay, all right. As long as there's nothing at your mom's house either. Do you understand me?
It's at her house.
All right. Okay, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor. Thank you,
Your Honor, we appreciate the court's consideration, Your Honor.
Thank you, Sammy.
That's all I have. Thank you, Judge.
Good luck to you, sir. Be seated. Yes, thank you, Sammy. Next case, we're gonna call C 4931-24-L, State of Texas versus Abelardo Sanchez. Speak English, right, Mr. Sanchez?
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Frank Lozano here for Mr. Sanchez.
Hang on just a minute, Frank. All right, I got it. Go ahead. You may proceed, Frank.
Hey, yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. On Mr. Sanchez, his bonds are thousand, 30,000, and 15,000 for an aggravated assault with deadly weapon injury to a child and continuous assault against the family. Your Honor, in this case, the bonds total $75,000. He is indigent, Your Honor. He is a U.S. citizen. He does live in Mission with his family. And Your Honor, on these underlying charges, the victims are his family members, and they have let my office know that they do plan to file AMPs once these get indicted. In the meantime, Your Honor, we're asking the court to set a lower bond on each of these at 1,000 cash surety each for a total of 3,000. So that way, Mr. Abelalo can afford to post the bonds and be released on pending pretrial.
Your Honor, whether or not they're gonna drop the charges, what's important for the court is that he was already charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. He gets a bond and he gets out and assaults these same family members, Your Honor. It doesn't mean that the state can't go forward. I would like to protect his family from him. Of course, they're trying to help him, but Your Honor, he just keeps getting out and hurting his family members.
Well, actually, Your Honor, these new charges predate the pending the current indicted case that he is on. He was picked up on a warrant on these cases. These were actually older cases.
Right, he was out on bond and picked these up, Your Honor. And it's all dealing with family back since, gosh, Your Honor,
One was his
2012.
wife, one was his wife, and this one is apparently your sister and.
And then he's got some federal history, Your Honor. In 2010, he was transporting aliens. He was placed on supervised release for that, Your Honor. We just believe it's reasonable because he keeps going out and bothering his family.
Mr. Sanchez, when you were magistrated, the magistrate there issued 3 protective orders, sir, which means you cannot have any contact with Ismelda Sanchez, Reagan Puente, and Hilda Gonzalez. You're not to possess any firearms while you're out on bond. You're not to go within 200 yards of their residence or place of business. Where do you live, sir?
600 Daisy Lane, sir.
What's the address?
600 Daisy Lane.
Well, that's where apparently your sister gave as the address, and that's the address that's on the protective order. So you cannot go back to that address. Do you understand me? You can have your attorney request that it maybe be modified, but that's the address that's on the protective order. If you go back there or if you drive by there, you will be arrested for violating this protective order. You'll get a copy of this when you leave. There's 3 different ones. So I'm sure the magistrate told you, I'm telling you, and you'll have a copy. So there's no excuse to go back over there. You understand that? Where do you work, sir?
Work at landscaping.
Who do you work for?
Felipe Alvarado.
What's the name of the business?
It's Felipe Landscaping. That's what we call it.
Work full-time or what?
85 Monday to Friday.
How long have you been working there?
About 2 years, 2.5 years.
How old are you? How old?
32.
Have you released to AIP officials? They'll come and have you sign a contract, sir. Make sure you read it. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Don't get arrested. Don't violate protective order. Don't violate the laws of the state of Texas. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Order weekly testing. Drugs or alcohol. This aggravated assault from at 1631-24F. Do you represent him on that, Mr. Lozano?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
Does he have a bond on that case?
He does have a bond. It's set at 20,000 cash surety.
Is there a verification filed on that, or was it?
It's that one, we were gonna have a motion
Your
to
Honor.
reduce bond.
There was a verification of incarceration, yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay, so it's up to 20,000, okay. Bond on each one of these charges will be reduced. $7,500 cash surety times 3. on each one.
Right.
With all other conditions, no contact with the victim, which is your sister and those other two other individuals. Until this case is resolved. That means don't call them from here, don't get out, tell your friend to go talk to them, don't send them text messages, no contact whatsoever. Do you understand me, sir? All right. Anything else, Michelle?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Nothing
Thank
from
you,
the state.
Frank.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good afternoon.
You too. Good luck to you, sir. Hold on, Michelle, we got one more.
Sorry
I think
about
we
that,
got
Your
one
Honor.
more. No problem. C 4941-24-L State of Texas versus Oscar Medrano.
Yes, Your Honor.
You speak English, Mr. Medrano?
Sir,
Also, Robert Capello's his attorney. You called his office? Like the voicemail?
It rang, but nobody answered. I tried
Okay.
twice.
Do you have a recommendation on this case?
Our recommendation is no reduction since he has an ICE hold, Your Honor.
Mr. Medrano, there's an immigration hold on your case, which means are you aware of that? Okay. You've got cases before the court, a DWI, state jail felony, possession of controlled substance, and abandoning or endangering a child. Your attorney have you spoken to your attorney?
once to the phone,
When did you speak to him?
I wanna say about 4 or 5 days ago.
Been here 7 days a week. Your bonds currently set at $20,000 each. It's 245. Your attorney's not present. The state's opposed to any bond reduction. I'm gonna go ahead and your possession charge, I'll reduce it to $1,000 PR. How long have you been here in Hidalgo County?
Since I was 4 years
How
old,
old are you now?
29.
You have a job?
Yes, sir.
Where do you work?
Construction stuff.
Are you married?
Common law.
There's also a protective order, sir.
I'm aware.
You're not supposed to have any contact with Alyssa Hernandez? Yeah. Don't even call her from in here. It's a violation. You'll face a new charge. No weapons. If you do make bond, no weapons, no firearms, no contact with the victim. Bond on the POCS charge will be reduced to $1,000 PR. The abandoned or endangering the child will be reduced to $1,000 cash surety. DWI will be reduced to $10,000 cash surety. Your attorney, if you speak to your attorney and he wants to have the court reconsider, he can contact the court. All right, good luck to you, sir.
How would I be able to contact my attorney? I could call him to.
Call through here, you can notify the indigent defense and they can send out a message to him that you want to speak to your attorney. All right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. Michelle, thank you for your help. That's all
Thank
we
you so
have.
much, Judge. Have a good day.
You too, bye-bye.